Honor to meet you.
Honor to meet you too.
Are you still part of the Montgomery group? The Montgomery sports group?
No, I was never part of Montgomery.
Oh, you
Sports
never?
Group. Never, never. Roger is like a friend of mine. I helped him do a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I worked out some of his kids. Like this year, I worked out Jeremy Lin for him.
Great. We're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
All right, ready? All right, we're here with one of the NBA legends, Gary Payton. Gary, welcome to the Philippines, first of all. And how's your trip so far?
Great. I mean, you guys are really, hospitality is great. I love it out here. This is my first time being here, and I hope to see more. You know, and it's starting off really well right now, and this is really, really fun for me.
What did you know about basketball here in the Philippines before coming over?
Nothing. I really didn't know anything. You know, now I'm going to have an opportunity to know something about it, and I'm just going to get all the knowledge and see what these kids can do and how they play, and hopefully I can give some of them pointers and help them in any kind of way I can.
Speaking of pointers, we were talking before we rolled the camera that you were part of, you were helped out with the Montgomery group, and now they have an Asian American as part of that group, Jeremy Lin, who's going to be playing for the Golden State Warriors. What was that experience like helping these kids out?
Well, with Jeremy, he's come from the same part of the city that I'm from. I'm from Oakland, California. He's from Santa Clara. So it was a great honor for them to come and ask me to work him out. I had never heard of Jeremy before. He went to Princeton or Harvard, whichever one he went to. Harvard. He went to Harvard, and then I got some film on him, and I liked him. I liked him a lot. I seen that he had a lot of ability and a lot of will to become a good basketball player, but didn't nobody hear about him. So when I worked him out and he went on the floor and he didn't back down to anything that I was doing to him, I said this kid is going to be okay. And when I worked him out, I just told him to be okay. Not a lot of people know about him. He might not get drafted. So when you get that opportunity, if you go to the summer leagues and stuff, then that's when you show your case and show it to everybody. And what happened was he didn't get drafted. Then he went to Summer League in Las Vegas, and he did exactly what I said he was going to do. He put it on the show, and he get Golden State offered him a 2-year guaranteed deal, and now he's going to be in Golden State at Oakland. And what's going to be so good about that is he's going to a place where he's from. And everybody is out there is very excited about him. And Golden State just doesn't understand they have got to steal from him, and I think he's going to help their team a lot.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about you and your history with the league. I mean, the list goes on and on, what you've achieved in the league. What, to you, stands out the most as being part of the NBA?
Well, everything. It was just a great thing for me to even be a part of the NBA. I never imagined myself growing up and doing the things I did in the NBA when I was little. I thought I would be an okay basketball player and get in the NBA and be a mediocre basketball player. But as I took my skills to another level and then I started accomplishing more things, the one thing is being a defensive player of the year, the only point guard to ever do it, was a big accomplishment to me. Then to win a championship, go to the Olympics. It's a lot of things I've done. And, and going to the All-Star 9 times, being defensive first team 9 times. So it's a lot of stuff that I've done that I'll be proud of. But the most thing I'm proud of is just having an opportunity to play in the NBA and meet the great guys that I've met, and the guys like I'm here with now, like Glenn Rice, Chris Webber, and Mitch Richmond. That's the biggest thing to me, to meet the other guys in the NBA.
Speaking of those great talents that you've played with, you played with some of the best. Who would you say has been your favorite teammate? I mean, I know it's a little bit hard to put you on the spot like that, but among all the teams you played for, whether it's the Heat with Wade and Shaq, the Lakers, the Sonics, the Bucks, whoever, who's one of your favorite players?
Well, people would kill me if I didn't say this guy, and they would know it. I think Shawn Kemp was probably the best player, the best teammate I ever played with. We started a lot of things together. We was known as the Rain Man in the glove. All the alley-oops that we did, the years we played, in 7 years we played together, it was really fun. We created something like Karl Malone and John Stockton, and that was really fun with me. It was really a big disappointing moment when he left in 97, 98 year, and it was really disappointing to me, and we didn't have a lot of more time to try to play with each other, but I would have to always say he was probably the best teammate I ever played with.
Who's the best big man that you ever played with among the bigs you've been teammates with?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Over the Dream.
Over the Dream, yeah. I think Shaquille, because Shaquille's like my brother. I still think the Dream I think had more skills than Shaquille did as on the blocks and then being a point. But I really think Shaquille is the best big man I ever played with. It's going to be in history. People don't know how Dream was, Keem was, but I think he probably was better than Shaq to me personally as an athlete. But I always have to go with my big fella because he's just like a brother to me.
Who is the best, aside from you, the best trash talker in the league?
When I was playing, probably Reggie Miller. Probably Reggie Miller. He would always talk crazy. You see when him and Spike Lee was going at it, he was always like that. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. And then I think right alongside was him was Larry Bird. People didn't know Larry Bird was like that, and he's pretty much of a trash talker too. And I think them two are the best.
All right. With the FIBA championships coming up this week, what are your thoughts about Team USA?
They can do it. I mean, they got a lot of young talent on there with Rondo, Gay, who was really playing really well. You gotta go with Durant. These guys, Lamar Odom, they got a lot of guys on there who are coming up in the NBA, the young stars that can still do it. They don't have the Dwayne Wades, they don't have the LeBrons, but they're still NBA players that are stars, and I think they'll be fine with that.
Okay. One last one. When you enter the Hall of Fame, we know you're going to enter there. What team would you like to represent?
Seattle Supersonics. Definitely. That's where I made my career. That's the team I'm going to go in as. It's unfortunate that we don't have a team, but that's going to be the team who I go in the Hall of Fame in.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Photo?